Hi guys, this is Chris Appleton of Absolver, and you're listening to Angel Gareth on BRFM.
Guys, what's been happening with you guys since when was the last time we spoke to you?
Probably a year ago, maybe.
It weren't that long.
Oh,
Earlier this year. It was earlier in the year.
Slam Dunk it might have been, right?
I don't know, it was in Cardiff anyway, so, I mean, it was a cracking night down there as well. So you guys been busy since then?
Yeah, pretty much. We've kind of been non-stop. We basically finished our festival season, and then we went out to Australia quite recently, which was awesome. Nice and long, so it was about six weeks, and then 4 days off, and we're off here to to start our headline tour. So yeah.
So no rest for you guys then at all?
No, and then we got a day off, and then we head off to Europe. So it's
so you're over in Europe after the rest of this tour.
Indeed, yeah.
Where are you playing over there?
Starts in Belgium. Oh no, starts in Spain and Portugal, and then off to pretty much everywhere: Germany, Budapest. Playing Bratislava, places like that, so we're getting right out there.
Quite unusual places to play.
Yeah, I mean, we've played there before, all the places we've done before, so it's quite nice to go back and play some of the kind of places that kids probably don't get shows often, so, you know, we thought we'd do some shows out there as well.
And of course, it's an unusual, like I said, this is an unusual venue, the Bierkeller. Very weird looking venue, isn't it?
It is. It reminds me of when we kind of first started, and it's almost like if you took those venues when we first started and made them bigger, then you've kind of got what we got today. But it's kind of cool. It feels very metal, and I'm happy about that. It makes me feel at home a little bit. So
good crowd always down here in Bristol Bierkeller, because I've been down here a couple of times. Onslaught was down here back earlier on in the year as well. Fantastic set they did down here.
Awesome.
It's an amazing sound. Great little stage as well.
Yeah, it seems to be set up really well. I always love venues that are just a big square room. There's no hidden tiers or anything like that. You can just watch a band from, you know, straight square room. So
by the bar.
That's it, yeah.
Drinking tequila.
Yeah, that's it.
But of course, you guys, as I said, you're off over to Europe. What are you going to be doing after that? New album?
Yeah, I mean, it's almost in the early newborn stages of trying to get it all demoed out at the moment. It's only just started, but yeah, December is probably, we've got off anyway, so we come back on the 14th of November off this tour. And then, yeah, we've got December to demo out some
new stuff.
Yeah, and then we go out to Europe in January and other various things. We're doing another UK tour, which is awesome, in February, supporting, and which will be announced very soon. And then, yeah, and then album.
So you're going to keep busy on it. What about festivals for next year?
Yeah, we're looking to do the same kind of thing as we've done this year, but possibly even more. You know, we're trying to get out to those big German festivals again this year, and obviously we won't probably do Download this year because we did it 2 years running, which is unfortunate, but it's one of those things.
They get a bit silly on that, though, don't they? Oh, you can't do it for 3 years running, like. But hey.
I mean, they made a step putting us on main stage, so I can kind of forgive them for not booking us 3 years running. So.
It's a step up from whatever it was before to the main stage.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy.
Is that the difference, though, when you play somewhere like that and you're like playing in the smaller stages out the way and it's like good crowd in here, but then when you get on that big stage, like at somewhere like that, and you think, holy hell.
It's kind of surreal. Like, I really like massive stage, so I never really get nervous when it comes to like performance-wise, but it's kind of when you sit down afterwards, after you've done it, and you go and you look at the photos and you look at the videos, and it's kind of like, whoa, like we did that, you know, and we played in front of about 35 to 40,000 people, so that's a lot of exposure, and it's done no end for helping this tour, I'm sure. So,
what about finishing off your? Are you going to be doing a home show to finish off?
We're doing a Portsmouth show, which is obviously 20 minutes away from Southampton, so that's kind of our home show, because Jace, our guitarist and singer, is from Portsmouth, so that's a lot of his friends are coming out, and Dawson had kind of like a home show yesterday when we played Leeds, because he's from Barnsley, so it's kind of, everyone's got their little bit of home, like, and a lot of my family and friends will be coming to Portsmouth as well. So
it's going to be like finish off.
Yeah, I mean it's sold out straight away, so that's pretty awesome. And then we go to London the next day, which is obviously like a big celebration industry-wise, and that's where everyone comes out to watch us. So.
Oh, major one, London, isn't it?
That's the big one. It's a big one.
That's when all the big wigs in the industry come out and they sit there and they go, why the hell did we book these guys?
Yeah, they'll be like, God, these are awful, but they pretend to like us, it's alright.
Well, that's the main thing. But you guys are doing really well, though, aren't you? You're not like just slowly creeping your way there. You just get in there and doing it.
Yeah, I mean,
You're
it's
not
been
like,
a long time, and I think we've seen the rise definitely this year. I think Runes has helped us a lot, and I think playing Download and Slam Dunk obviously have helped us quite a lot this year for this tour, especially. But you never really know where you are in a band, like live-wise. You never really know until you play your headline show and you see that people come out. And musically, you never know how big you are until you sell the CDs. You know, so both of which we've succeeded this time. So yeah, it's awesome.
No, you can't call them support bands anymore. They're called guest bands.
Yeah, our special guests.
Yeah. Who chose these guys for the tours?
They're all kind of people that we've known before. Like In Heart's Wake, the second band on, we actually toured with them in Australia. So we did literally just last month we did the whole tour with them. So we knew that they were amazing guys, and they're actually on the up massively in this country as well. So they were a good shout. Johnny Craig is a very, very old friend of ours. We toured with him in his old band, Emma Rosa. And yeah, and we've known him for a long, long time. And a couple of the members of the bands they work for a company called Artery Foundation, which we used to be with. And yeah, and Hands Like Houses, an incredible band. And we're all quite big fans of that band as well, so it was a privilege to have them on the tour with us.
So it's weird, though. You're fans of that band, and then it's like, hang on a minute, they got the one before us.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird. Like, we saw them, and I never really knew who they were, and I went to watch Pierce the Veil, good friends of ours at Portsmouth, and they were supporting. I was just like, they're an incredible band, so it'd be really cool to get them on the road with us. And they had a great response there, and they have a great response on our tour. So
how hard was it to get them to go and do the tour with you?
Not very hard at all. They were the first band to do it, and they're on the same bus as us, so it's and we get on with them really, really well.
So that's party time after the show.
It is pretty much, yeah.
Party time. Big old tour travelling though. Mm-hmm. I mean, like you said, you've got a couple more dates left, sort of thing, on this one before you start to really settle down over Christmas period to get working on the album. Yeah,
pretty much. Like, I think it's going to be quite chilled over December. I think we kind of need a bit of time, like at home, because we've done. It's kind of like it felt after festival season, like we were, winding down. That's usually the time that most bands are like, okay, now we're relaxing, do one more tour. But for us, it kind of set off from after festival season. So we have non-stop. As I said, we had 4 days off between Australia and here, which felt like 2, because we had 2 production days as well. So and then as I said, a day off and into Europe. So it's been it'll be about 3 or 4 months that we haven't really stopped, so it's quite cool, and so it'll be nice to get a bit of home time, really.
But just to chill out.
Yeah, just to see family and kind of reflect on the year, really. Like, this is our celebration tour, so it's kind of.
Do you chill out though when you get home, or do you just think, get in, do some work, get something down ready for the next album?
Yeah, I mean, like Dawson's always doing stuff, so he's always writing, and I write lyrics from literally the minute I finish in the studio. I'll start writing more and more themes and stuff, because it's just the kind of person I am. I've always been like that. But yeah, I mean, we try to chill. Like, Jace has got a really chill life, and he has a really good time at home, and he's the one that most benefits, I think, from being at home. And same as Jacko and Dav. Dav's obviously married, so he goes back and sees his wife when he goes home, and she's pretty much my sister. Well, she is my sister-in-law now, so it's nice to see her and stuff when we go home. But yeah, it's chill times for sure.
Did she tell you off when you take him on tour, like, don't get him drunk on this tour,
don't
make him do anything stupid?
Well, he does that on his own. You can't control Dav, that's for sure.
So he's the one that's always causing the jokes on the tour.
Yeah,
then.
Yeah, he's definitely that guy.
So that's the fun part. What's the worst mishap you've had on the tour?
This tour?
Well, yeah,
it's been smooth, really. Actually, no. The first day we had a really nice bus. It was the first time we'd properly done a bus tour, so it's cool that it's our headline tour. But the fan belt broke within the first 15 minutes of being on the road, so we had to wait an hour and a half for a replacement bus to come. So that was a really good start to bus touring. That was. Awesome.
But you guys didn't think, oh, we'll just go pop down to the local mechanics, pick up a fan belt and fix it ourselves?
No, it's this special fan belt apparently that the bus driver had to order from Germany, which was great that we spent.
It's a big elastic band. It's a big elastic band. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's what it was. And I was like, "Are you kidding me? We waited 4 days for that." But it is what it is.
So they quickly got you another bus then, without any trouble then?
Yeah, I mean, it only took about 2.5 hours on the side of the road, but it was whatever. We got to the show and we played, and Birmingham was amazing. So.
Well, that's good then. Like I said, you got there in the end.
Yeah. First day late, but it was cool. That's what it is. It's teething issues.
But that's the fun of it, because then you've sorted now for the rest of the tour. You know what you got going. You got a bus there.
Yeah, it's all sorted.
Being on one of these buses, what's that like compared to before?
It's more just the ease. Like it's very easy. Like to when you finish a show, you can either go to bed or people go out and party, and you've got your own space, you know. And like we're lucky enough in places like this that a dressing room is amazing, but you know you get to some venues and it's very cramped and everyone's in the same place, and it's nice to have your own place. You know, it almost makes you feel like you're at home, you know, and you can go and do your own thing. But it also makes you closer to we're sharing with Hands Like Houses, so it's made us really, really close with that band already. Within 4 days of knowing them, it's like we've known them for the whole of our lives. So
it's been quite easy.
And it's nice. It's always nice to like, you know, get on with the bands really, really well, because otherwise it'd be a bit awkward for, you know, it usually takes about a week to really
adjust, and then by the time that's over,
people, yeah.
by the time a week's over, the tour's over.
That's it, and that's why we're lucky that we knew the other 2 bands as well before.
So it made it a lot easier for you guys at the end of it. Now, what about web pages?
Mm-hmm.
You got yourselves Facebook, and what else?
We have Twitter as well. We stay fairly constant on those, and we run them both ourselves. So we've got Twitter, Instagram as well, Bury Tomorrow. But yeah, they're the main 3 that we do. We used to have a website, but generally most people are directed to Facebook these days anyway. And yeah, it's like 150,000 people are on our Facebook, so we still try and reply to everyone, which is...
You'd be buggered if you get 150,000 in here tonight, wouldn't you?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That'd be fun, though. Be doing 2 shows, wouldn't you? You get one lot in, send them home, and get the other lot in.
It'd probably be the entirety of Bristol population.
Probably would be, yeah. Because, of course, you're in Bristol, Bierkeller, going to be a fantastic night here. I've got to be honest, it's a great sound down here. Lighting as well. For a photographer, it's a bitch. But for a band, it's excellent.
Well, I'm glad I'm not a photographer.
Well, there you go. You're all right then on that one. But you guys, like I said, it's going to take a break. Your new album's coming out. When are you going to try and get the new album out by?
Next year, like definitely. Obviously, that's a vast vista of opportunity. Like obviously, we don't really know finer details yet, and we don't really know the producers we're going to go to. But we don't want to wait as long as we did between Union and Crowns and Runes, and even Portraits to Union. And we think we want to get it out within the year. So soon enough.
Get it out there ready for the fans. What about videos for YouTube and that?
Yeah, I mean, we'll probably do the same as what we've done on this one. We're trying to get another video for the last single off this album just before we go on our next UK tour, which will be cool to get a final video out and kind of put Runes to bed as an album. But yeah, I mean, hopefully more awesome videos like Man on Fire, which were a lot of fun to film, a lot of pyro, and I really want to do pyro again. That was a lot of fun.
That's the only reason why you want to do it then.
Yeah, that's it. Spend all the money on fire. So.
Is that like, well, you like the big festivals and you can just get the fireworks going off on there?
Yeah, I wish. They're very, very expensive and we spent far too much money on them, but yeah.
It is a bit expensive, but then again, you've got firework night coming up, so you can just do your own little...
That's it, yeah. I wish they'd let us a download, just start setting off fireworks.
Just for the sheer hell of it.
Yeah.
Someone catch this one. If you can catch this, you can come backstage and party with a band.
With flares and stuff like that.
Yeah, it'd be awesome. Well, guys, I hope you have a fantastic night and a European tour as well. It's going to go well. And like I said, it's a pleasure to catch you guys live again, I've got to be honest.
Awesome.
Catching the first time live round, it was like, wow, yeah. And now,
I hope
again,
we don't disappoint.
Again, you're on tour again.
We're constantly.
But keep an eye out for these guys in 2015. They'll be around Wales, Cardiff, Bristol, anywhere. Yeah. Just catch Buried Tomorrow somewhere. It's been a pleasure chatting to you guys.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, man.
Awesome. Cheers.
Hi guys, this is Chris Appleton of Absolver, and you're listening to Angel Gareth on BRFM.